What does it mean to be a black man? There should come a time in every man's life where he elevates himself from a boy to a man. With this elevation comes a heightened responsibility for himself, his family, and his people. His view of the world should be changing, and he should be aware of anything that is potentially harmful to his people's existence. When you are a child, you don't have to worry about these things because your parents protect you. You don't have to worry about starving to death because they feed you. You don't have to, in most cases, worry about being homeless because they shelter you. You don't have to worry about adults who are extremely larger than you hurting you because your parents protect you. But once you come of age, you are responsible for these types of things on your own. When you look at the climate of our world and the state of black people, you see the threats to our entire race similar to those we faced as children. We are facing extreme poverty, and many don't even have food to eat. We are being displaced and losing our homes as our businesses were decimated by the pandemic. Not to mention mass incarceration, predatory lending by the banks, the sham of credit scores, bias laws entrenched in colonial history, discriminatory hiring practices, and you can add what you've dealt with on this list goes on endlessly. Our race like children have so many threats to our existence, but who is supposed to shield our people from them? The duty to shield one's people from threats is reserved to the men of that race. The men are supposed to be the ones who identify these threats and act to keep them from taking place. Not only should they act to stop them in a reactive way, but they should be building their people up strong enough to withstand them. This is why every nation has its own economy with its own currency, their own land, their own laws, and of course an army. Any nation that does not have these things, or if they have them but are inadequate, other nations conquer, abuse them, and overrun them. They find themselves losing their land, their culture, finances, resources, authority to govern themselves, and are tremendously mistreated. Does this not sound familiar to you at all? Our people are conquered, and we have lost all of these things. Even though we are allegedly free, we are still enslaved and subjugated in a very disguised way. No, we don't have chains on. No, we're not being whipped and sold or forcibly having our children stripped away from us. But those same colonial masters found a way to get the same results of colonialism while giving us the illusion of freedom. As a man, it's on you to recognize the fact that your people are not free. It's on you to see that we have been reduced from a self-sustaining nation to a group of individuals desperately needing the very people who colonize us to save us. It is on you to see that we lost the ability to provide for and protect ourselves, and it is up to you to change it. When you are truly ascending to manhood, you become conscious of what is really going on and what needs to be done about it. You don't go around calling everything a conspiracy theory. You become cognizant of the fact that there are people who are truly conspiring to either recolonize you or exterminate you and everyone who looks exactly like you. When you really become a black man, you see we need to rebuild a black nation, and you make building it your life's purpose and mission. When you hear politicians like Donald Trump speaking about making America great again, all he's saying is he wants to build a strong white nation that will continue to dominate others. Black people are not included in the America he speaks of. We need to build our economy where we spend money with each other, hire each other, and support one another. We need our own neighborhoods that are protected, patrolled, and sustained by us in order to keep others from benefiting from our demise. We need to unite with our brothers all over the continent of Africa and pool our resources together to build rather than kill each other over it. We must build everything needed to be self-sufficient, because depending on others has proved to be fatal, and it is beneath men to depend on others. Ascending into manhood means owning responsibility for this country and this continent. It means you must put aside any quarrels you have with your own people and fight the real enemy who benefits from your misery. You cannot call yourself a man if you're not building for your people. If you're the only person you're looking out for is yourself, you are still a boy. For it is childlike mindset to only think about what you can get out of any situation. As a man, and as a black man at that, you must always have your race's best interest in mind. You cannot solely think about what is right and wrong for you personally, but you must be conscious about what is beneficial and what is not beneficial for the entire black race. There must be an ever-present concern for what will harm or what will help build the nation we so desperately need. When I speak of a nation, I'm talking about a mindset among our people where we are intentionally working together to build a networking system between ourselves, where we provide for all our own needs and do not depend on anyone else. Every other race already has it. It is time we have one as well. Don't take this the wrong way, brother. I'm not attempting to belittle you if you're not helping build at this very moment. What I'm attempting to do is make you aware of what it really means to be truly a black man. There are so many misrepresentations of what being a black man looks like, and we've given into most of these falsehoods. So this is my clarion call to inform you on what you should be so that you can become your true self and not the version others want you to be for their own benefit. Black man, I believe in you. I love you. I trust you, and I need you to fight this fight with me. Without you, our people are doomed. We need you to fully ascend into the man God created you to be. Just remember, we cannot consume our way to equality. You can only get your way into equality through production. To be a man means we have to become producers and not consumers.